Each week I show you an artifact that I think is an important part of BC's history, and this is a big one, the patent for the very first paper egg cartons. They were invented in 1911 by a newspaper publisher named Joseph Coyle from Smithers. He had published a paper called The Interior News in the Bulkley Valley when he was made aware of a dispute between a local farmer and a hotel that they supplied eggs to. The beef was that the eggs kept showing up broken, and the customer was upset about that, so this guy decided to try to fix the problem for good. And before his invention, eggs were transported in wooden boxes, like this one, which is in the collection at the Bulkley Valley Museum. This one held 11 eggs, and you'd use pieces of cardboard to separate them and try to keep them from breaking. His new device was first released in 1911, and he supplied it to his friends and neighbors for a few years before advertising it for sale to people in his newspaper in 1915. He applied for and received a patent in Canada a couple years later for his invention that, today seems fairly basic. It was a cardboard rectangle that had little V-shaped pockets for each eggs. It folded flat, making it easy to store and ship it when it was empty. A couple years after he applied for the patent, he sold his newspaper, moved to Vancouver, and started producing them here. At first, they were so popular that he couldn't get them produced fast enough, so he invented a machine that made them more efficiently. And in their heyday, they sold more than 200 million cartons a year and eventually spread to Mexico, Europe, and South Africa. Joseph Coyle died in 1972 at exactly 100 years old, which was more than old enough to watch as other people came in and improved on his invention with plastic and styrofoam and other materials. But it started here in BC. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Brian Anderson from Science World about some other inventions.